Hey everybody, welcome back to the Desk of Interesting Things. We're looking at another tech product here. This is the Hyperion wireless controller for Nintendo Switch. You may have seen this if you're on the website. We featured this in a list a couple of months back as one of the must-have items for any Nintendo Switch owner. So this one is pretty cool. The only reason we got this one is because it looks like a classic GameCube controller. But it does come in some other styles and flavors. So let's look. What makes this one special? Let's go to the back. It provides a cool game atmosphere. That makes total sense. What that means essentially is just it's got RGB. You can set the lights. Comfort joysticks, high precision. I believe it has the special sticks that do not drift. If I remember, I don't remember what those things are called, but they are... special sticks, so you're not going to get any drift. It's got comfortable feel. It's got vibration on it. It's got 2 advanced gaming buttons on the back that you can program, and it looks pretty cool. So let's get started by opening this up. We haven't taken a look at this yet, so don't think we'll need the knife on this one. So let's pull it out and see what we have on offer. Okay, box is empty. Nice minimal packaging. And here we go. So we got a couple of things to look at. We got a very beefy manual, so it looks like, ooh, multiple languages, full color. Wow, that's actually pretty impressive. Full color. So we'll come back to that if we need that. We probably won't. So we got here a cable, USB-C. This is for charging. I don't know if this charges individually or if you have to charge both at once. Not sure. So there's a port there and there's a port there. So it does look like you're going to have to be charging individually or at least get a USB-C splitter. So that's a little unfortunate. These are incredibly light. The joysticks have good bounce back. You can kind of see and hear that on both sides. This one's a little bit loud, but there's good bounce back. This one's soft and clean. This one's got a little springy action to it. The buttons do mimic the GameCube. They feel fine. The D-pad feels adequate, but I haven't felt a good D-pad in multiple generations. And we got our buttons down here. You got your home, you got your photo, and you got your TNT. Ooh, and we're changing colors here. We're red. So we must have activated. Oh, it is looking for a switch. Okay, so on the back here, you've got your MR, so these map buttons, and you've got a couple of extra buttons here. So you can essentially map anything you want to this. If you want it to be B, if you want it to be A, if you want it to be 2 buttons, I believe you can just map it to there. So if you're playing a fighting game or something along the lines. You've got your center divider. This turns it into kind of a dog bone, so you don't have to have it connected to your Nintendo Switch. So if we see this and we slide it in, it now becomes pretty big in terms of size. Let me see if I can grab my actual one. So this is the actual Joy-Con dog bone controller, and this is the NYXI one. It is big. It is incredibly comfortable in the hands in terms of kind of ergonomics. So this is really nice. These are okay. These have a textured feel to them. On the sides, they are very smooth tops. I may consider putting on thumbstick covers on there just so they last a little better. You got a metal ring, it looks like, underneath. And let's see, compared to these, yeah, there's a lot of it. So this one has already been replaced. We actually replaced the drift on this one because it just started. Which isn't bad. This is an original Nintendo Switch over here. And the drifts just started coming in within the past couple of months. And now this one's starting to go out. So they're going out at both roughly at the same time. So we're going to have to get that replaced. But instead of dealing with all that, I figured why not take a look at one of the ones we featured in terms of the NYXI. And you can kind of see this is very cool. There's a textured backing. It's incredibly light. I would actually say, surprisingly, that the Switch and the dog bone dock here is much heavier. But actually, for the size, that may be a good thing. So let's get this out of here, and let's attach it to a Nintendo Switch and see what it looks like. So we got a Switch here. So we will load it up. Got to go from the top down. Okay. Automatically registers. And it should automatically register. It does. So we got red coloring on there. So that's cool. Let's see how we change the color on this, because I've seen a lot of videos people asking about that. So let's find the English one. It'll be here at the top. See if we can see this through a magnifying glass. Joypad, product description, connection, method, operation, guide. We want the colors. Automatic sleep. Turbo, charging. Here we go. Turn off and charge the 4 LED. Yeah. Macro programming. Motor strong. You can adjust the motor. Oh man, it's like I'm reading a newspaper here. Frequently asked questions. Okay. How to connect the Switch for the first time. It did it for us. How to do that. Okay. Doesn't say. Precautions about the upgrade. Handle back connection. Maybe it's at the beginning. Color, product, connection method, working voltage, connection to, charging, turbo, macro, programming, motor strong, ambient light adjustment. There we go. We found it. It's down here, if we can see it. So take a screenshot or pause on that if you have one of these to see. T plus click, R3, L3 monochromatic light, long bright mode overall. So it is a pattern. T plus click. R3, L3. Okay, so we'll move this to the side because that's huge. What is T? Is there a T? There's an M on the back. Okay, here's T. T plus click plus R. No? Maybe we have to do it on this side? Oh, there it is. So we turn that to yellow. So if you hit the T button and hit the button, it changes. So, ooh, okay, purple. We'll do purple because that matches. So T plus stick click, remove, changes color, remove, click, remove. That's cool. Okay, and now we're purple. Now that looks much, much, much better. So let's load up what we were playing last that actually killed our last Joy-Con, and we'll see how this feels in terms of sticks and things. So these macros, don't think we'll be using them in terms of Zelda, but they should work fine. So let's see if this loads up. And now Zelda's not loading up. Is my Switch dying? What is happening? Nothing's happening. Well, I've never had that happen. Did Zelda crash? No, it registered it's in. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, no, there it went. As soon as I hit the home button. Oh, no, my Switch crashed. There we go. There we go. Let's try this. Has anyone had this happen before? Now I don't have anything. Is it because of these Joy-Cons? No, Friends Online 1. It's registering. Okay, so let's actually... Let's close. And let's open again. Maybe the whole Switch is dying just in time for the Switch 2, am I right? Okay, here we go. So it just freaked out a little bit. Okay, we got it figured out. Waiting. Waiting. Feels good. Nintendo. There we go. Okay. So that surprisingly took longer than expected. But this actually looks pretty nice here. Kickstand can still work. Macro buttons. We'll figure out what those buttons are. One of them looks like a Bluetooth connection. It's got a wiggly line. And one says M. So that's the macro button. I believe you hit the M button, hit your buttons, and then hit that trigger, and that will do it. So here we are. The gang's all here. And let's see how this feels. And I'll be honest, this feels great in the hands. This feels real good in the hands. These joysticks are smooth up top. They might take a bit of getting used to, but there's no drift. Comfortable in the hands. Is this the most comfortable controller? Probably in terms of just Joy-Con, this is the most comfortable grip I've ever felt. The best grip, of course, without question, is the Satisfy we showed a long time ago that attaches to these in terms of comfort. We picked one of those up years ago before Satisfy was huge. They were at E3 when that was a thing. The buttons are large. They are larger than the Joy-Con buttons. Kind of show this. It's a comparison side to side. They're quite a bit larger, so they are a lot more comfortable to press. The joysticks themselves are also larger, so you can kind of see that here. These are, then they light up. The buttons light up, which is actually really nice. Everything lights up here. And you do hear the motor in this one. This one isn't going very loud. I believe these are just out of the box. These are going to need a full charge. And you can also turn on and off the motor as well. So let's get out of here. We'll go play a little bit. And now we're just playing Zelda. Climbing up a mountain we don't need to be climbing up, but we'll do it. Let's go. Let's see if we can find some enemies up here. Found ourselves an apple tree. Cut you down. Good night. So yeah, these are great. These feel really good in the hand. Especially if you're looking for something. If you're looking for controllers to replace your Joy-Cons, if you've got drift and don't want to kind of open them up, these are pretty good. They're a little on the expensive side. I would probably recommend these if you already have Joy-Cons or worried that they're starting to go. They're big. They might not be your travel ones unless you have a large case, so you got to be aware of that for the size. But in terms of comfort, these are it. I don't really like to play my Switch that much in handheld mode because, unless I have my Satisfy dock, because the Joy-Cons in my hands just is not very comfortable. So these are pretty great, especially with the dog bone attachment. I think that's one of the really nice things about this, alongside these non-drift sticks. Yeah, this actually feels really nice to play, and I kind of want to get lost in the game again. So that's what you get in terms of the NYXI right here. There'll be a link in the description to the Amazon listing. Prices go up and down. It's a non-affiliate link, so we don't get anything from it. But if you want one, you can get one yourself. And I hear the lawnmower people, my gardener here. So that is our cue to wrap this video up. So thanks for watching. Hope you liked this. You got a little bit of an idea of what the NYXI does. And we'll catch you in the next video. So until next time, see you guys.